It's Central Valley Business. I am your host, Steve Walling. My guests for this segment are Robert and Richard Robinson. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. If you happen to catch when Richard was on earlier, you understand the comment I made at the beginning of the show. These gentlemen look a little bit alike because they happen to be twins, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about some photography stuff.
Oh, it isn't? I thought it was.
Well, there you go. No, gentlemen, you had some film up here. Tell me about your photography work.
Okay.
Well, we have a business that we call the Robinson Twins, obviously named after us, and we do video work and we do photography, nature and outdoor recreation.
Okay. Well, how'd you get into this?
Well, we've always been interested in outdoor recreation, and this just seemed like a natural outgrowth.
Okay. Gentlemen, did you grow up here locally in this area, or?
No, we grew up on Air Force bases.
Did you
We've been
really?
A lot of places. We were born at Castle Air Force Base.
Oh, well, that's somewhat local.
And just knew as we were growing up that we were going to end up in California eventually.
Yeah.
And we did.
So from the time we were born, we were then moved to, the reason why we were in Castle Air Force Base is our dad was here for B-52 flight training.
Oh, okay.
Then they sent us to Maine,
Right.
then to Georgia, then to Massachusetts, then to Okinawa, and then to North Dakota. And then he retired and we came back to
You
California.
came back here. All right. Where in this whole travel scenario did you two really pick up the photo bug?
We went to, when we lived in North Dakota, we took a trip to Yellowstone and Grand Teton, and when you're seeing that, you just have to have something.
That's pretty awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a business that's locally here?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of split. He's in Fresno and I'm in Sacramento.
We went to college in Sacramento, and I moved here afterwards, and he's still in Sacramento.
All right, so
we are Central Valley.
you are Central Valley. Well, yay.
There you go.
Listen, then you don't actually have like a storefront office type of thing.
It's an online
It's an online thing. So I'm assuming if I go online and look you up, I can see examples of your work.
RobinsonTwins.com.
RobinsonTwins.com. Is that one of the pictures there, Bill?
Yeah.
Want to put that up there?
Oh, yeah, let me talk about that one.
Talk about that one, if you will.
This one is from Glacier Point, which of course you can drive to, but we've skied out to Glacier Point. It's closed during the winter. It's 10.5 miles skiing it. And we've skied out there and camped in the snow, which has the advantage of not having bugs to worry about.
Yeah.
Or bears, because they're asleep.
Or tour buses.
Yeah.
Tour buses, right. And this picture there's a classic Ansel Adams shot of the moon rising near
Right.
Half Dome.
Yes, I'm familiar with
Well, we've been to the top of Half Dome 3 times, and before you reach the climb to Half Dome, you go over what's called the Subdome, which is a smaller one to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it would be ideal if I could get a shot of the moon rising in the notch between the Subdome and Half Dome. And I just happened to be there. We were both in Awani Meadow and got that shot. Just perfect timing.
Which brings up a lot of people don't understand what it takes to get that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
it takes
I mean,
a lot of persistence.
It's not like you just go out there, set up, and I mean, it's time of year. It's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
How does that work for you guys?
There's actually an app, we were talking about smartphones, there's an app called TPE, and it shows you the position, which stands for the Photographer's Ephemeras. And what that lets you do is see where the positions of the sun and the moon will be at any time of the day for any date you choose. And that's
At any location.
at any location even.
But isn't that cheating? I mean, did Ansel Adams have
That's
something?
a tool. That's a tool.
So
Yeah, okay.
we planned out where to actually be standing
Right.
for the moon to be in the position we wanted.
Well, that's great. Okay, now let's get down to the business part of the business. You hire out, obviously. What type of events or things do you do your work
Actually, I've done weddings, but that's not our main focus. Is the outdoor recreation.
for? Okay, so your outdoor stuff it's stuff that you do, you produce, you frame, and you sell the images themselves.
Now we have a blog,
Yeah?
RobinsonTwins.blogspot.com, and you can actually make the purchase right online.
Okay.
And this
then
is our
you can
most
have it-
popular one,
then you
showing
can have
on
it
its frame
framed.
here.
Throw that
This
one.
is a double moon bow.
Ooh.
A lot of people don't realize that the moon can create a rainbow effect, but you can't see the colors with your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Because the moon's light is too faint for it to excite the color receptors in your eye.
So you can't see the color, you just see an arc of white light. And I just happened to be there at a time when there's a double moonbow happening. And you can tell it's taken at night, too, because if you look up in the sky, you can see stars.
Now, the reason why you can see colors in this is because with the camera, you can take a long enough exposure
Like 20
that the
seconds.
colors then do
Oh, okay,
come
so
through
the-
with enough, getting enough light gathered.
Right.
And on our, we also have a store on Cafe Press, which is an online publisher.
Okay.
They make like mugs and
Right.
mouse pads and things like that.
So you can get our imagery on those kinds of items.
On various
And
items.
that double moonbow is our most popular, actually. And we just had two blanket throws sold in December. So same
Cool.
person bought two of them with
All right.
that image on it.
Well, that's pretty exciting stuff, gentlemen. You're going to have to come back, and we're going to have to talk about this more. I mean, I live up near there, and all this, the images and stuff in the park, I just...
Well, I've been there 120 times.
But that's great.
And since we grew up on Air Force Base, I meet people in Fresno occasionally who have never been to Yosemite. I'm like, what
Now,
are you
isn't
waiting
that-
for?
Yeah, all right. Well, listen, Richard, Robert,
Yeah, you
Robinson
got it.
twins.
Yes.
They got some great stuff. Look for them online. We'll see you when we come back.